So you're saying, well, we need to have a two-state solution. And I say, fine, have a two-state solution. But we've been talking about a two-state solution since 1947.
The best way to achieve peace between the Palestinians and the Israelis is with a two-state solution. However, I think there's virtually no chance that that's going to happen, in large part because the Israelis are opposed to giving the Palestinians a viable state.
Once we become equal partners, once Palestinians and Israelis are equal, and that's what Palestinians need.
Do you see a possibility of peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians without the creation of the two states?
No.
نحن مقتنعون بأن هذه الأرض تتسع للشعبين معا.
You don't see me. You need to see the Palestinians. They're your neighbors, and they're neighbors to stay.
Two states with an open border, which would in practice mean that we shall live in the same country.
Palestine and Israel claiming the exact same physical territory, and within that territory have two states, which deal with their religious sides and so forth, but have commonality within a structure, which is what you're calling a confederation. It's very close to what you're proposing, and it's a very sexy idea intellectually to be thinking about.
Peace is a very big word, and it's difficult to define.
I believe that for Israel, normalization is a very important component of its existence, since it is the only Jewish state in the world, in a Middle East for which it is quite difficult to swallow the fact that we are here.
Now it's abnormality. Now it's a culture of hate and a culture of killing and a culture of settlements and a culture of burning trees. That's what we need to end.
In many ways, we imposed ourselves on the region, and it is our task to normalize relations.
Normalization means, finishing, ending the occupation. Living as equals. Fences create good neighbors. We don't need walls, ugly walls.
Israel cannot maintain itself as a democratic and Jewish state if we keep imposing our control on the Palestinians and deny them of the right to have a state of their own.
Fairness to me is two states, a Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as capital, to live side by side in peace and security with the State of Israel on the 1967 borders.
Many kinds of visions, one democratic state, one Islamic state, one Zionist state, two states, three states, confederations, binationalism, regional arrangements. All of these things will not succeed unless they respect human rights, primarily the right of refugees to return to their homes and lands.